I remember I have talked about credit card many times. Today I'm here to talk about something especially for immigrant. We get it trapped when it comes to the credit. Whether you are an international student, whether you are green card lottery winner, whether you just came here as a tourist and then you did adjustment of status to become green card holder, or you just became a US citizen. One of the things which we get in so much trouble is about credit score in general. But people do not know what are the things which cause our credits to get damaged, to get low, or to get destroyed, something like that. So there is something is called inquiry, like someone is going to check your credit. You can check your credit on your own, or someone else can check the credit. So one of the ways you'll be getting on the mail will be a lot of, it's called junk mail, but you get a lot of letters like this kind. And these are kind of the letters you said you have been pre-approved. So they have a very good language where, because we do not know what happens, I want you to be one among the people who are supposed to be very keen on that. So this is example I got it today, but this is I got a couple days ago. So this is a credit card company. It's just a bank, but it's giving me is a Capital One bank. And they give you a sample of how the card will look like. So this is just a plastic one, whatever. But on this one, they even put my name, Ernest Makulilo, on the card already. It's just like a sample card of how it will look like. So it's up to you. Are you going to accept the offer or not are you going to accept the offer? I'm going to read some of the words and so that you can understand. So they say, Ernest, congratulations. You are pre-approved. Credit line up to 2,000. So this is one of the pre-approval. So we call it pre-approval letter. So it says your credit history shows that you are perfect match for this offer. You are pre-approved for Platinum Visa credit card with a credit line up to 2,000. Don't delay this offer. Expires on May 19th, 2021. So here they tell you how to accept. They tell you, okay, there will be no over limit. They give you some of the terms. But one of the things they tell you here, it is easy to accept this offer. So they give 3 different ways. Number 1, visit the Credit One bank and the approval code. They gave the approval code here, which is they say you have been pre-approved. Number 2, just give a call, and this is the pre-approval code, whatever they call it, or use your smartphone and scan here. So if you accept, you have been trapped, my friend. This is something you need to understand. By accepting this offer, they don't just give you this offer without knowing your credit. They just say your credit shows that it's a perfect match for this offer. But it's not. Why it is not? Because you have to give them the authorization. You have to give them the social security number so that they can officially look into your credit and then make the final determination. So this pre-approval letter like this one, if you go, whatever they do, they call, there is soft inquiry and hard inquiry. The soft inquiry doesn't affect any credit. But if you give them your credit, I mean your social security number, they are going to check. Then after that, at that time they'll make a decision, should they give you or not give you. They'll say, oh no, sorry. But remember they told you are pre-approved, you'll be excited, I need 2,000. By saying yes, if they look, they call the hard inquiry. That one is going to lower down your credit. Then here is another one for my business. They say you are pre-qualified up to 300,000 working capital. Dear Ernest Makulilo, now it's fast and easy to get the money you need for your business. Just call us or go online and use account number on your card. They gave me the number here. To activate your account, to activate. But in order to activate, you have to give them your social. If you give the social, they are going to do the hard inquiry in order to make the decision whether to approve or not to approve. So be careful. So the problem of immigrants like you, like me, we just go and accept. We do not know the impact of hard inquiry. This, when they check, the credit companies, they are going to check into your credit. After giving them the authorization to look on your credit, that search, that inquiry stays in your account for almost 3 years. It will affect your credit for almost 3 years. Let me put it in a very simple way for you to understand. Let's say today you go to one of your neighbor to ask you to borrow money. The next week you go to another friend. The week after you go to another person. The more you go to many people to ask for money, whether they give you or they don't give you, there is a suspicion this person doesn't know how to manage money, this person is broke, this person is this way. So when it comes to the credit, that's what works. Meaning, the more you go and search or accepting these offers, many offers, whether they will give you this pre-approval and then or what they call the pre-approval letter or pre-qualified letter, whether you accept it or not, but if you give them the chance to check hard inquiry on your credit, the more you check, the more the financial institutions or the world of finance understands that you are broke, you are just going to borrow money from randomly people all the time. That's the effect. So you don't need to ask this one many times. So once you have your one, maybe you have one credit card. Don't start wherever you go to the store, Target or Walmart. Oh, do you want a credit card? You say yes, they are going to run your credit. They are going to run. If you go to, let's say on Amazon, you want to purchase this, we can give you a credit card. You say yes, give me the credit. They are going to run your credit. It's going to affect you. The hard inquiry is one among the factors lowering down the credit and is affecting many people because they do not know and they check many credit in that way. So one of the best way to avoid the credit to be bad, don't go many times to request for or accepting these offers. If you want to get a credit card, do your research first before you go to accept. Because once you start accepting, or you just go, today I'm going to bank A, bank B, bank C, or you are going from store A, store B, store C to accept all the credit, they're all going to run your credit into the system, and that is going to lower down your credit. Because it looks like you are finding, you don't have enough money, you are looking to borrow money from every person, everywhere, all the time, is going to affect you. So that is the biggest area for immigrant. The other things which affect credit is, for instance, they say they are going to give credit limit of 2,000. Assume I have the credit limit of 2,000. Number one advice, don't use the credit card for non-essential things. This is not your money, is there. And when I say don't use on essential, non-essential thing, meaning like I want to go to the movie, let me start going to the movie. This is not just extra money to spend. It's not a stimulus you can spend. Make sure that if you use this money, the money which is on the credit, don't go over 50% of it. But usually, that is, we say, don't go over 50%, but don't go over 25%. That is my rule. Just use the credit card to build the credit history. Use your credit card to build your credit score, to make sure it's going higher. That's how you need to use it. So, the lower you use your card, the better you are. But if, let's say, they give 2,000 credit, and you have used 1,997, just $3 left. That means you are at the edge, like you cannot even breathe. You need to make sure that you have a bigger amount of money or balance remained into the credit. So that is number two. Number one, don't accept all these offers. Once you have one, or two, those are more than enough. And don't use your credit above 50%, but if you can, don't go even more than 25%. When you have a bigger balance remained, that means you are good, you are stable. That's number two. And when you pay, they tell you the minimum payment, let's say, is $30 per month. Pay above the minimum payment. If the payment is $30, pay $32, pay $35. Even if it is be $1, $5 more than what is supposed to be, it is showing you are paying on time and you are paying above the minimum. Remember, the computer is going to mark you are paying above the minimum, which is good. You have to trick the computer. You have to play the game. That is another way. So that when they come to see your credit, you're a good person. Just assume you borrow the money from a friend. You agreed I will pay you on 30th of the month. And on 25th or maybe on 19th, you pay. You agreed to pay maybe $10. You paid $12. And you said I'll pay $10 each month, but you pay 12 instead of 10. That means you are more aggressive, which is a positive in financial category. So these are the few tricks I want just to share with you so that you cannot be able to go into a bad credit. Why am I insisting about the bad credit is a very bad thing? Because you might not get a very good job. That's number one. When you go to rent an apartment, they're going to run you against your credit. You might not get very good, you don't get an apartment in a very nice neighborhood. Or if you get it, they're going to raise what we call the security deposit amount. You might not get a very good auto loan, the loan for the car. And if you get high interest rate, you get punished for that. You cannot buy a home. And if you buy, high interest. So there are so many things that can go wrong by having bad credit. And by having bad credit, it's because of the smaller mistakes like this one. Just they say, oh, you're pre-approved, no, 2,000. I'm okay with that, I'll take it. You take the call, I accepted. You put your credit, they're running it. Is going to affect you. So those are the few things I want to share with you with regard to the pre-approval, pre-qualified of the credit offers you are receiving on the mail, what you call junk mail. So be careful. If you are planning to come here, financial credit system is a very important number one thing. I cannot insist more than that. Otherwise, it will come to affect you and haunt you very, very bad. So thank you so much. Remember to subscribe. This is EBM.